My beloved child, my shining light, do you feel this sudden pull inside your spirit right now? It is not random. This is Archangel Michael pressing into your soul. Today is not just another day. Today is the moment heaven has arranged from the very beginning. Listen closely. Archangel Michael says, if you ignore him today, you will cry for the rest of your life. The message is deadly serious. It is urgent. And you are hearing it for a reason. Do not think you just stumbled here. No, your steps were guided. God himself moved the heavens so that in this very second you would be standing here listening. Only 5 minutes are left in this flow of grace. If you turn away now, the connection will shatter, and you will never hear this voice the same way again. That is why I beg you. Open the doorway right now. Subscribe here. Not for me, not for numbers, but because this is the divine signal, the proof that you are chosen. Ignore it, and the flow will break. Accept it, and the light will stay with you forever. My beloved, open the eyes of your spirit and see, a golden scroll is unrolling right in front of you. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The shimmer, the glow, the light that no human hand could ever create. Every letter written upon this scroll is your destiny. Each stroke is alive, breathing, pulsing, because heaven itself wrote your name upon it. The angels are watching now. They lean forward as this moment unfolds. They know what is happening. They see the divine approval that has already been given. God himself has signed this scroll, his mark blazing across it like fire. Do not doubt, do not delay, because this is not about tomorrow. This is not about some distant promise. Your blessing is not on the way, it is already here. That restlessness inside your heart, that weight pressing on your chest, that sudden rush of heat and shiver in your body, it is the proof. Your spirit is already touching what heaven has released. Archangel Michael said, and you will cry for the rest of your life. But embrace it now. And you step into the flow of a blessing that has already begun. This is the present tense of heaven. Not a promise, not a dream, but the scroll unrolling in this very second. My beloved, listen carefully. Every moment you thought heaven was silent was never a denial, it was a divine setup. Heaven arranging the pieces so that this exact moment could be placed in front of you today. Archangel Michael says, the pain you carried, the tears you cried, the disappointments that broke you, none of it was wasted. Every delay was preparation. Every setback was a redirection. And now, the circle is breaking. The old cycle is shattering right beneath your feet. Do you feel that trembling in your heart right now? That is not fear. That is heaven knocking. That shaking, that rush in your chest, that sudden pulse in your spirit. It is the signal that what was blocked for years is being released in minutes. Remember this truth: 5 minutes of God's movement can shift 5 years of your life. Your prayers were never ignored. Not one tear escaped heaven's notice. Each drop was gathered, placed carefully into a crystal bowl before the throne of God. And today, that bowl is tipping. The answers are pouring out like living water. Beloved, don't mistake this trembling as weakness. It is heaven's hand against your door. Open now, or the moment will pass, and you will cry for ignoring the voice that knocked. Beloved child, lift your eyes in the spirit and see. Your name is written in golden fire across the heavens. It burns brighter than the stars, and the angels cannot look away. Right now, they are speaking of you, only you. Their voices echo your name in the courts of heaven, because this moment belongs to you alone. Do not mistake your suffering as punishment. Every pain, every lonely night, every unanswered prayer, was not rejection, it was preparation. You were being refined, pressed down only, so you could rise higher. And today, heaven whispers, you are walking on holy ground. This message you are hearing is not ordinary words. No, it is a living key. Each sentence you hear is unlocking a new door in your destiny. As these words flow, doors are swinging open, one after another. What was closed to you for years is now breaking wide open. Archangel Michael says, today you must not ignore this. If you turn away, the keys drop into silence. You are chosen, not by accident, not by chance. This very moment is proof. The heavens are aligned, the scroll is open, and the key is alive in your hands. Beloved child, listen with all of your heart. This blessing that is pressing upon your life right now, it is not small. It is not a fragment of comfort, not a passing encouragement, not a little relief to get you through the night. No, this is a mighty release, a miracle of such magnitude that it will shift the very landscape of your life. Archangel Michael says, today you must recognize what heaven is doing. Because when this blessing falls, it will not only touch you, will ripple out, shaking everyone around you. Your enemies will be left speechless. They will not understand how you rose from ashes into glory. Your friends will be shocked. Their words will stumble as they try to describe what has happened. Even you, you will find yourself unable to explain it, because this miracle is bigger than language. It will overflow the limits of human understanding. But hear me, heaven requires something from you. Miracles do not force their way in, they require your yes. They require your yes, your agreement, your heart fully open in this exact moment. If you hesitate, if you close yourself, the window can shut. Heaven works on divine countdowns, precise windows of time that do not remain open forever. Even now, the invisible shift is beginning. Molecules of your reality are rearranging. What felt impossible yesterday is being constructed in silence today. This is not chance. This is not random. This is divine timing, beloved. The clock of heaven is ticking, and you are standing in the center of its strike. Do not ignore it, or you will cry for the rest of your life. But if you open now, the miracle will fall like lightning, and nothing will ever be the same. Beloved child, your soul already knows that what you are hearing is not ordinary. This is not another video, not another voice drifting across your screen. Deep inside, something trembles because your spirit recognizes truth when it arrives. You have been waiting for this confirmation, and today, heaven declares, the wait has ended. Every tear you have cried, every heartbreak you endured, every delay that left you questioning if God had forgotten you, all of it has been preparation. You were not abandoned. You were being shaped. The furnace of your pain has been refining you like gold, so that when this moment came, you would have the strength to carry the weight of blessing. Imagine now, a great room in heaven. It is vast, endless, filled with shelves reaching higher than the stars. Upon those shelves are scrolls, sealed scrolls, glowing faintly with light. Each scroll carries a name. And beloved, one of them carries yours, untouched, waiting in silence, not because you were denied, but because heaven had placed it in a holding pattern. The time was not ready, the season not yet aligned, but now, the chamber shakes. The seals tremble, and your scroll begins to burn with golden fire. Archangel Michael says, "Today you stand before your appointed time. The scroll is open, and destiny is unrolling right before your eyes. But hear me. Some scrolls remain closed forever, because those chosen souls turned away. They ignored the knocking. They silenced the trembling, and their appointed time slipped into eternity unopened. Do not let that be your story. The heavens have aligned for you in this exact moment. The signs in your body, the weight in your chest, the racing of your heart, the tears rising without reason. All of it is proof. All of it is proof. Proof that your scroll is glowing, that heaven's chamber has opened, that God Himself has declared, "Now is the time." Beloved, this is decisive. This is climactic. You cannot stand halfway in this moment. Either you open your heart and step into destiny, or you ignore it, and the scroll closes again. If you ignore Him today, Archangel Michael says, you will cry for the rest of your life. Maria. But if you respond now, your name burns forever in the fire of heaven's decree. Beloved child, do you realize the weight of this moment? Pause, feel it in your chest. This is not imagination, it is the heaviness of heaven pressing upon you. Again, I say, do you realize the weight of this moment? For the scroll has been opened, and its fire is burning your name across eternity. Listen again. The scroll is open. The scroll is open. The scroll is open. Each time you hear these words, another door shifts. Another chain cracks. Another veil tears away. Repetition is not empty. It is reinforcement. It is heaven's way of carving truth deeper into your soul. You have prayed for signs. You whispered in the dark, God, if you are real, show me something undeniable. You pleaded for confirmation, a voice, a word, a proof that could silence your doubt. And beloved, here it is. This very message at this very second is the living proof. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble by chance. Heaven is answering the prayer you almost forgot you prayed. Archangel Michael says, today you must not ignore this. If you turn away, the scroll closes, the fire dims, and silence returns. But if you stay, if you receive, then you become the living evidence of God's movement. You are the sign you once asked for. Even the angels are silent now, watching, waiting. They cannot decide for you. The heavens will not force you. The choice is laid only at your feet. Will you open your heart, or will you walk away? Do not be afraid of the size of this blessing. Yes. It feels too big, too heavy, too much for your hands. But heaven never gives what you cannot carry. The trembling inside you is not fear. It is expansion. Your spirit stretching to contain what has already been released. Hear it again. The scroll is open. The scroll is open. The scroll is open. This is not imagination. It is truth, living and breathing, wrapping itself around your destiny. Beloved child, this is the weight you asked for. This is the confirmation you begged for. And now, this is the proof. Ignore it, and Archangel Michael says you will cry for the rest of your life. Receive it, and you step into the fire of fulfillment that will never burn out. Beloved child, hear me now. What is moving toward you is bigger than your imagination. It is not a small stream, not a trickle of comfort, but a flood, a rushing river of blessing that cannot be contained. Be contained. It is wider than your hands can hold, higher than your thoughts can reach, and deeper than any prayer you have ever whispered. This moment is not only about you. It is about your family, your bloodline, the generations that came before and the generations that will come after. What heaven is releasing today will echo through your children, your children's children, and their children yet unborn. Archangel Michael says, this blessing carries generational weight. Heaven has been waiting to release it. Not just for you, but for the line you represent. Each paragraph you are hearing is not simply text. Not just words. Every sentence is another lock breaking open. Every phrase is another chain snapping loose. The weight that held your family for decades. The curses that shadowed your name. The silent patterns that bound your parents and their parents before them. They are breaking, one after another. The chains are falling. Listen closely. The sound is real. With every moment, freedom is advancing, and heaven's countdown is reaching its climax. This is a victory. The scroll is open, the blessing is alive, and the flood has been released. Beloved child, step into it now. For Archangel Michael says, today you must not ignore this. If you do, you will cry for the rest of your life. But if you embrace it, you carry victory not just for yourself, but for generations to come. Beloved child, I am going to pour this out for you slowly, like streams of living water flowing through dry ground. Not all at once, not in a flood that overwhelms you. Not in a flood that overwhelms you, but step by step. Moment by moment, until your soul drinks deeply and your heart is refreshed. This is the way of heaven. Gentle, steady, unstoppable. Think of your journey, every prayer you whispered through tears, every cry you thought no one heard, every sleepless night where you begged for light in the darkness. None of it was lost, none of it was wasted. Every tear has been counted by God. Every sigh has been written down. Every request has been placed inside heaven's storehouse, waiting for this hour. It is to anchor you. Because the enemy tried to make you forget the promises. The storms tried to wash away your hope. But heaven repeats because heaven refuses to let you lose what is yours. Each repetition is thunder wrapped in tenderness. It shakes the ground under your feet, but it also covers you like a mother's embrace. Beloved, do not mistake this urgency as fear. It is not to frighten you. It is to remind you that love does not wait forever. Divine love calls. Divine love knocks. Divine love presses on your spirit until you answer. Heaven is not warning you to run from terror. Heaven is inviting you to step into protection, into safety, into a place where no weapon can reach you. Even now, the storehouse is opening. The locks are undone. The scroll is unsealed, and what was held back for generations is now aligned for your life. Blessings are rushing toward you. Protection is standing around you. Divine order is moving into place. So walk forward, one step at a time, like moving along a riverbank where the streams of living water flow beside you. Do not be afraid to drink deeply. Do not be afraid to take more than you think you deserve. Because the one who sends it says, you were always meant to receive this. Archangel Michael says, the journey is not ending here. It is transforming here. And if you open your heart today, you will see that this love is bigger than fear, stronger than loss, and more eternal than pain. Now the hiding is ending. The unveiling begins. It will be rapid. You will look at yourself and not recognize who you have become. Your enemies will stare in confusion. Your friends will whisper in awe. What once took years will now take days. What once took months will now take moments. The acceleration has begun. Do you feel the thunder rolling? Do you sense the lightning flashing through your chest? That is the signature of heaven. Thunder wrapped in tenderness. lightning wrapped in love. It shakes the ground beneath you, but it also steadies your feet upon holy ground. And this is not only for you. This blessing is generational. The fire released from your scroll touches backward, into the pain of your ancestors, into the struggles of those who came before you, and heals what they could not heal. And it flows forward, into your children, your children's children, into the ones not yet born. This is the hour where heaven's healing river touches your bloodline. Every tear you cried has been recorded. Every prayer you whispered into your pillow at night was written in the book on heaven's table. Every heartbreak was not wasted. Every disappointment was not forgotten. God has gathered them, and now, like drops of oil, He pours them back over your head in blessing. Do you see it? The book of prayers lying open before Him. Every line bears your name. Every page glows with His divine signature. The silence was never abandonment. It was heaven's preparation. And now the page has turned. Now the book is open. Now the scroll burns with golden fire, and your destiny is being released before all of heaven. Beloved child, this is your appointed time. Do not tremble in fear. Do not shrink back into doubt. The waiting has ended. The seal is broken. The scroll is open, and heaven has declared, your moment is now. Your name is chosen. Your destiny is alive. Beloved child, this is why you felt the heaviness lift suddenly. Do you remember that moment when something inside you loosened, as if a weight that had clung for years finally stepped away? That was not coincidence. That was the invisible realm moving on your behalf. The dark forces that pressed against your life began to flee the moment heaven spoke your name. They cannot stand where God's command goes forth. Listen. There is an order in heaven that outranks every plan of confusion. When God issues a word, principalities fall back. When Archangel Michael lifts his voice, shadows scatter. Right now, authority is being exercised on your behalf. A sound in the unseen that rearranges reality for those who have ears to hear. Distractions, delays, whispering doubts, manufactured storms. But each attempt only delayed what could not ultimately be stopped. Heaven's purpose is stronger than every tactic designed to break you. Do you sense the angels in the room with you? Their wings are stretched wide, their focus unwavering. They are not decorative, they are active. They move like an army of light, not to terrify you, but to shield you. Each breath you take now is guarded by hands you cannot see. Each step you will take from this moment forward is under escort. It is thick. Feel it as relief, as warmth, as protection, because that is what it is. Beloved, understand this activation. Reading these words is not passive. The moment you receive this message, something in the heavens answers. Reading equals activation. Your attention unlocks movement. Your believing opens a door. So when you allow these words to land inside you, the angels move, the seals break, the atmosphere shifts. That is why I ask you to stay with me now. Do not scroll away. Do not dismiss this as another video. This is an activation point for your destiny. Because you asked me to keep things practical for your TTS, pause here. Breathe. And let the truth press in. And while you breathe, if this word is touching you, show it by subscribing. Not for me, but to keep this connection open. To remind your spirit that you chose to receive. This small act is a sign of your yes. The enemy's attempts were many. He sent confusion to blur your vision. He sent people to lie, to accuse, to distract you from your appointed course. He summons seasons of suffering because greater blessing often requires deeper preparation. The longer the suffering, the greater the weight that must be lifted. And so the warrior comes with a heavier sword. Archangel Michael's blade is not casual. It carries generational heft. It breaks long-standing patterns because some chains needed force shaped in heaven to shatter. Hear now how time itself is changing in your favor. 5 minutes of heaven's movement can shift a lifetime. A single decision in this present moment can reroute years of struggle into moments of restoration. The clock of heaven does not tick like a clock you know. When it strikes, entire seasons can move in an instant. That is why the urgency is real. That is why Michael's message bangs like a hammer at the door of your heart. You may ask, why did I suffer so long? Because the blessing that follows your pain requires a foundation strong enough to hold it. Your character had to be formed. Your faith had to be seasoned. The enemy engineered delay, thinking it would destroy you. But every delay refined you into someone who could carry what heaven wanted to bring. Now the refining is complete. Now the field is ready. Beloved child, the enemy is defeated not by fear, but by authority. Speak nothing of defeat. Speak the name of the one who commands the heaven. Receive the protection set around you. Allow the angels to do what they were assigned to do. Know that the invisible realm is active on your behalf, handing back what was stolen, reversing plans, sealing doors behind you so the enemy cannot re-enter. This is not drama. This is not wishful thinking. This is the record of heaven making a way where there was no way. Activation has begun because you received it. The angels move because you open the door. The enemy flees because heaven declared it so. Beloved, stand firm. Breathe slowly. Feel the change. You are being escorted out of old battles into a place of rest. The sword has swung. The chains are broken. The scroll has unsealed. And remember, 5 minutes of heaven can change everything. Do not turn away now. The unseen has already begun to work on your behalf. Beloved, the scroll is open. The gates are wide. The countdown has begun, and the final moments are rushing toward you like a rising tide. Do you feel it? That steady rhythm inside your chest is not ordinary. It is the pulse of heaven, the drumbeat of eternity echoing through your spirit. Each thump of your heart is another second closer to fulfillment. Each breath you take carries the sound of heaven's countdown. You have seen delays. You have faced betrayals. You have walked through nights that felt endless, wondering if morning would ever come. Yet here you stand, still breathing, still waiting, still watching, and this very breath is proof that heaven has carried you. Do not doubt it now. The heavens obey his voice, the earth bows to his command, and when God says a now, nothing in creation can resist his word. Think of the desert you have walked, dry sand beneath your feet, blazing sun above your head. Silence so heavy it felt like abandonment. But beloved, hear this, heaven was with you in the silence. The same God who thundered in fire on the mountain also walked beside you in whispers through the desert wind. You were never abandoned. Every step through the dry wasteland became a step into deeper strength. Behind the curtain, a thread was being woven. Invisible hands stitched every trial, every heartbreak, every delay into a tapestry you could not yet see. You thought nothing was happening. But heaven's loom never stopped. The pattern was being prepared, and now, the curtain is lifting, the design is revealed, and you will see that nothing was wasted. Beloved child, Not all blessings are immediate. Some seeds take days, some take years, and some take decades before they push through the soil. You have carried seeds that were sown long before your birth. Seeds prayed over by ancestors who cried out for a future they would not see. Those prayers, those seeds, waited until your generation, until this hour, until this very moment when the ground of heaven and the ground of earth aligns. The blessing now rising is seasonal, and this is the appointed season. The roots you thought were buried too long were growing stronger in the dark. The storms that beat against you did not destroy you. They trained your roots to cling deeper. The winds that howled against your faith only made you more anchored. That is why when the harvest breaks forth, it will not be fragile, it will not be easily stolen, it will stand strong because the roots are unshakable. Do you feel the rhythm again? The drumbeat in your spirit. That is heaven counting down. It is not the countdown of doom. It is the countdown of release. The gates are swinging wide. The scroll is no longer sealed. The angels are taking their positions. The moment you thought was far away is standing at your door. Listen. Every trial was part of the weaving. Every silence was part of the strengthening. Every betrayal was part of the preparing. Heaven's rhythm has not missed a single beat. The countdown is not against you. It is for you. It is pulling you into the fullness of time where everything shifts at once. Beloved, lift your eyes. The desert is ending. The garden is ahead. The betrayal is behind you. The table is before you. The countdown is complete. And the pulse you feel is heaven declaring, the time is now. Beloved child, do you remember the nights you almost quit? The hours you spent alone, questioning if anyone saw your struggle, every tear you shed, every prayer whispered into the darkness, every doubt that crept into your mind, it has all been recorded. Heaven does not forget a single moment of your persistence. Every maybe, I am forgotten. Every silent sigh in despair. It has been noted in the book of eternity. The enemy tried to celebrate prematurely. They assumed your surrender. They assumed your defeat. They laughed at your struggles, mocked your tears, whispered lies into your ears. This is too late. You will never recover. You are alone. But beloved, every mockery was catalogued. Every whisper against you became evidence of their failure. Every plan of destruction became a thread woven into your eventual vindication. Do you see it now? The blessing that is arriving will overshadow the pain that once seemed insurmountable. What they thought would bury you now becomes the foundation for your rise. The chains that held you for years are snapping one by one. The locks that bound your dreams are breaking under the weight of divine intervention. You will not recognize your former self. The one who doubted, who feared, who trembled. Heaven's fingerprint is evident in every moment of this transformation. Lightning strikes in your spirit, illuminating paths that were once hidden. God Himself is recognizing your endurance, your faith, your courage, and stamping it with authority. Patterns that once seemed like endless delays, the circles of frustration, now lead to this appointed hour. Every postponed miracle, every delayed blessing, has prepared the stage for the manifestation you are receiving today. Public visibility is part of this vindication. Family and friends will witness the turnaround. Those who doubted, those who whispered against you, those who celebrated your presumed downfall, all will see the golden doors opening with your name etched in divine script. The doors are literal and symbolic, representing opportunity, justice, recognition, and the honor you were always meant to receive. The transformation is not just personal, it is generational. The chains that once limited your family's legacy are snapping. Patterns that haunted your ancestors, that trickled down for decades, are being rewritten in this moment. The blessing carries weight beyond your lifetime, touching those who came before you, and those who will follow. Heaven's cycles of pain and preparation are concluding, and the full measure of your destiny is arriving. Every trial you endured was necessary. The pain, the waiting, the long nights. They were required to hold the measure of the blessing that now floods your life. What seemed unbearable was actually preparation. What seemed like rejection was divine alignment. And now, all those moments converge, forming a river of vindication that flows into every area of your life. Beloved, as you step into this transformation, recognize that it is exclusive. Not everyone will see this moment. Not everyone is positioned to endure the seasons required to reach it. But you stood firm. You persevered. You persevered. And that perseverance is now rewarded in ways that cannot be measured by time, by eyes, or by human understanding. The golden doors before you are not ordinary. They are coated with your name, with your story, with the very essence of your endurance. They are enduring. As they swing open, light pours forth, illuminating not only your path but also the path of those who walk beside you, those who have been waiting to witness the fulfillment of heaven's promises. Do you feel the release? The chains snapping, the burdens lifting, the mockery turning to acknowledgement? All of it is proof that your time has arrived. Every delay, every pain, every season of doubt, they were required to bring you to this apex. And now you are vindicated. Beloved child, do not shrink from this transformation. Step fully into it. Embrace the cycles that have brought you here. Recognize the divine orchestration that placed every delay, every enemy attempt, every trial in perfect alignment for this moment. The cycles of suffering are ending. The cycles of blessing are beginning. And you are at the center of it all. Beloved child, this blessing is proof. It is heaven's way of saying you with every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered in silence, every moment of endurance. Heaven noticed it all. Your heart is racing because your soul recognizes the truth. This is the hour you were born for. Imagine the tapestry of your life. Every thread, every knot, every delay, was weaving a design only heaven could complete. And now, the design is finished, the waiting is over. Every door that should have remained closed, has been shut. Path protection has been established. Those who tried to steal from you, the wrong pathways, removed. Every misstep prevented. The journey you walk now is fortified by invisible hands. Feel the vibration in the air, the walls of your surroundings humming with an invisible song. Angels rejoice at this moment. The seal has been broken, miracles are dispatched. And heaven is moving at full force, not creeping slowly, but thundering. Lightning quick in execution. This is a Lazarus moment. What was dead, what seemed impossible, what was buried in despair, comes alive. Beloved, doors you thought forever closed, phone calls you thought never coming, opportunities hidden in shadow, are now being delivered to you. The blessing is not waiting. The blessing has hunted you down, catching up with every intention, every desire, every seed you planted in faith. Behind the sorrow you endured, before the promise you now embrace, there is a bridge. a sacred threshold, and as you step across, the most sacred moment of your life begins. The silence you endured was not wasted. It fortified your foundation, built strength where weakness once existed, prepared you to carry what heaven has intended. Within this vault of your life, treasures are engraved with your name, not temporary, not fleeting, eternal. Chains are breaking, curses are dissolving. The generational weight lifted in one divine moment. This is no small candlelight blessing, it is a wildfire. Some were hidden to protect you, until the Esther hour arrived, until you were chosen, and now, you are revealed. Tears you shed are cleansing, preparing your crown, the final placement of your reward, your honor, your recognition, has been sanctified by heaven itself. Beloved, feel the movement now. Heaven does not crawl, it thunders. Every delay you endured, every season of waiting, every silent moment of doubt, was a setup for this very manifestation. Opportunities you could not see are now appearing in your path. Sudden calls, unexpected meetings, doors swinging open, all orchestrated with precision by the divine. This is the blessing chasing you, not the other way around. For years, it seemed distant, slow, unreachable. Now, it has caught up. It envelops you. It surrounds your family, your work, your health, your finances, your spirit. You are stepping into an atmosphere saturated with possibility. Walls hum with power. The air vibrates with the energy of angels. The universe itself bends to make room for what heaven has prepared. Beloved child, do you feel the bridge beneath your feet? Behind you, the sorrow, the trials, the grief. Before you, the promise, the fulfillment, the miracle. This bridge is sacred. Every step is counted. Every step is guided. As you cross it, the invisible hands of heaven are holding your every footfall, ensuring you do not falter, ensuring you arrive at your appointed destiny. The foundation of your life, fortified by silence, strengthened by patience, now becomes a platform for manifestation. The vault of your blessings, sealed for decades, opens before you. Treasures engraved with your name, opportunities previously unseen, generational shifts that will ripple through your family. All released at once. Chains snap with audible force in the spirit realm. Curses that haunted your lineage disintegrate, the weight of the past lifted in one divine moment. The wildfire blessing spreads, not gently, but with power, consuming every obstacle, leaving only what was meant for you. The hour of revelation, the Esther hour, the time when hidden things become visible, is here. You are chosen. You are revealed. Beloved, look at your tears now. They are not tears of pain, but of cleansing, of preparation, of victory. Each drop purifies the crown that is being placed upon your life. Each tear anointing you with authority, recognition, and divine honor. The universe itself rejoices with you, for what was hidden is now exposed, what was delayed is now delivered, and what was dead is resurrected. This is the threshold of your life, the most sacred crossing, the moment everything changes. You are stepping into a reality where heaven and earth align, where the invisible becomes visible, where the spiritual merges with the natural. Your foundation, built in silence, is now unstoppable. Your crown, earned in faith, is now undeniable. Your treasures, stored in heaven, are now accessible. Your generational curse is broken, your family line set free, your legacy transformed. Beloved child, feel the pulse of heaven, the roar of angels, the vibration of creation. This is the wildfire blessing, unstoppable, transformative, consuming only what should be consumed, leaving you radiant, elevated, unstoppable, beloved child. The moment you have been waiting for is here. The crown of your life, the honor of your spirit, the reward of your faith. The reward of your faith is being placed now. Every tear, every prayer, every season of waiting has prepared you for this sacred moment. Do you feel it? The vibration in your chest, the pulsing rhythm echoing through your soul. That is heaven itself celebrating with you. Angels rejoice, wings unfurled, light flashing across the invisible halls. The seal is broken, and the miracle you have long awaited is now fully dispatched. Look around your life. Notice the shifts you could not have anticipated. Doors that seemed forever closed are swinging open. Opportunities that once passed you by now appear as if summoned. People who doubted are now witnesses to your transformation. Your family sees it. Your friends feel it. The world is beginning to acknowledge the divine alignment in your life. The thunder of heaven moves swiftly, not cautiously, not crawling, but in powerful, deliberate motion. Everything delayed, everything postponed, everything that seemed unreachable, is arriving now. The blessing has chased you down. It will not wait. It will not be denied. Behind the sorrow, before the promise, is the bridge you are walking. A sacred threshold, set apart for the chosen. And as you step across, every preparation, every moment of fortification, every silent season, converges into a single point of manifestation. Beloved, feel the treasures in heaven's vault being released for you. Engraved with your name, designated only for you, the inheritance of your faith, your endurance, your patience, delivered at last. Chains are snapping, generational curses dissolving, every barrier that once held your legacy hostage, falling in the power of God's intervention. This is no gentle blessing. It is a wildfire, consuming only the obstacles, clearing the path, leaving your life ablaze with purpose, power, and divine favor. The Esther hour has arrived. The hidden is now revealed. The chosen is now exalted. Your tears are cleansing, each one sanctifying your crown, preparing your spirit for the fullness of what is coming. Every phone call, every opportunity, every door, every connection, now aligns perfectly with heaven's design. What seemed impossible, what seemed delayed, what seemed too heavy to bear, all transforms into manifestation. Your foundation, strengthened in silence, can now support the weight of glory. Your crown, earned in patience, shines with undeniable authority. Your treasures, stored for decades, are now in your hands. Beloved child, the cycle is complete. What was dead is alive. What was hidden is revealed. What was delayed arrives with thunderous speed. The tapestry of your life, woven by heaven, is now visible. Every thread placed perfectly, every pattern fulfilled, every color radiant with divine purpose. Oh, angels sing, the atmosphere hums with the song of creation. Walls vibrate with invisible energy. The sacred threshold of your life is fully alive. You are standing at the apex of all preparation, the pinnacle of endurance, the culmination of every tear and prayer. The final crown, placed with divine authority, seals your victory. Tears fall, not in sorrow, but in sanctification, in cleansing, in recognition that your time has arrived. Generational blessings flow through you now. The curses that haunted your lineage, broken. The inheritance of faith, courage, and endurance, fully realized. The wildfire of heaven's blessing consumes only the opposition, leaving your life ablaze with favor, power, and divine alignment. Beloved, every door that was closed is now open. Every obstacle that blocked your path is cleared. Every opportunity meant for you now flows directly into your life. The sacred vault has opened, treasures engraved with your name, miracles dispatched, destiny fully aligned. Do not shrink back. Do not hesitate. Step fully into this moment. Cross the threshold. Claim your crown. Embrace the wildfire blessing. The Esther hour has come. The hidden is now revealed. The chosen is now honored. Your foundation, built in silence, fortified by patience, strengthened by tears, supports this glory. Your crown, purified by endurance, shines with divine authority. Your treasures, stored for generations, are now. Child, take a deep breath, feel the vibration, sense the angels rejoicing. Hear the thunder of heaven moving swiftly, decisively, powerfully. You are vindicated, you are revealed, you are transformed. The final activation is complete, the sacred threshold crossed, the crown placed, the wildfire blessing ignited, heaven's promise fulfilled. Your life, forever changed, your legacy, forever elevated, your destiny, forever aligned with God's perfect plan. This is the moment, this is the hour. This is your divine completion, beloved child. Do you feel the surge? Every vibration, every pulse, every tremor in your spirit, is heaven aligning with your destiny. It surrounds you, envelops you, pursues you, and cannot be denied. The treasures in the sacred vault are now yours, engraved with your name, prepared for decades, held in trust by heaven, now released. Generational chains, broken. What once seemed impossible, now flows with unstoppable force. Feel the wildfire blessing ignite within you, not a gentle spark, not a candle, but a roaring fire, consuming only obstacles, clearing the path, illuminating every step of your journey. The Esther hour has fully arrived, the hidden is now revealed, the chosen are now honored. Your tears, once symbols of struggle, are now sanctifying streams, cleansing your spirit, preparing you to wear the crown of victory. Every door, every opportunity, every pathway now aligns perfectly. What was delayed, what was hidden, what seemed unreachable, arrives with divine precision. The phone calls you expected, the meetings you hoped for, the people who will recognize your true worth, all converge now. Every season of silence, every moment of patience, every tear, built the foundation strong enough to hold this glory. Beloved, the crown is placed. Not a simple honor, but a recognition of endurance, faith, and divine alignment. Angels rejoice, the walls of heaven vibrate, the song of creation hums around you. Your life, your destiny, your legacy, fortified, elevated, unshakable. Step fully into this transformation. Do not look back at the sorrow, do not doubt the path. Behind the sorrow, before the promise, lies the sacred bridge. Cross it fully, claim your place, embrace the wildfire of blessing. Your generational impact is now active. Chains lifted, curses removed, blessings flowing through family lines, reverberating for generations to come. The vault, once sealed, treasures engraved with your name, unlocked. The wildfire of heaven's blessing spreads, unstoppable, undeniable, divine. Beloved child, the Esther hour confirms it, hidden to chosen, delays to fulfillment, silence to thunder, despair to miracle, all complete. Your crown shines, your treasures are delivered, your legacy transformed. Heaven's thunder moves swiftly. The blessing that once chased you, now envelops you. The sacred threshold has been crossed. The foundation strengthened. The crown purified and placed. Generational chains broken. Curse destroyed. Miracles dispatched. Destiny fully aligned. Beloved Minrsted, pause, breathe, feel the angels rejoicing, hear the thunder, sense the pulse of heaven surrounding you, your life forever changed, your legacy forever elevated, your destiny fully aligned with God's perfect plan. This is the final activation, the sacred completion, the ultimate manifestation of your endurance, faith, and divine preparation. Wildfire blessing ignited, crown placed, treasures revealed, chains broken, Esther hour realized. Your family, forever blessed, your legacy, forever unshakable, heaven's promise, fully delivered. Beloved child, receive it now, for this is your sacred hour, your chosen moment, your divine completion. Beloved child, the final wave of blessing is here. Every door, every opportunity, every moment of alignment, now fully manifests in your life. Heaven's design, patiently woven through decades, through silence, through waiting, is complete. Feel the crown upon your head, not merely symbolic, but a divine seal, proof that your endurance, your faith, your unwavering belief, have been acknowledged by heaven itself. Tears that once fell in sorrow, now sanctify your spirit, cleansing, purifying, preparing you to step fully into the glory assigned to you. Look around. The treasures once locked in the vault, engraved with your name, now flow into your hands. Generational chains, snapped. Curses, dissolved. The legacy of your ancestors, transformed through you, blessed for generations to come. Beloved, the wildfire blessing continues, not gentle, not fleeting, but unstoppable, consuming obstacles, illuminating the path, and igniting your destiny. The Esther hour has fully arrived, hidden things revealed, chosen elevated, miracles fully dispatched. This is the moment, the hour, the divine completion of all that was promised to you. Feel the pulse of heaven around you, the vibration, the hum, the thunder echoing in your spirit. Every delay, every tear, every season of silence, built the foundation strong enough for this glory. Step across the sacred threshold, embrace the bridge behind sorrow, before promise, and claim your full inheritance. Every phone call, every door, every opportunity now aligns with precision. Nothing missed, nothing lost. Everything timed perfectly by divine orchestration. The world may not see it yet, but heaven has moved, and your life is forever changed. Beloved child, hear this clearly. You are vindicated, you are revealed, you are transformed. What was dead, now alive. What was hidden, now fully revealed. What was delayed, now arrives with unstoppable power. Generational blessings flow through you, lifting your family line, rewriting the legacy, establishing freedom, honor, and divine favor. The sacred vault of heaven, treasures engraved with your name, unlocked, delivered. The crown, placed. The wildfire blessing, ignited. The Esther hour realized. All elements of your divine preparation now converged in one sacred completion. Beloved child, pause, breathe, feel the angels rejoicing, hear the thunder of heaven, sense the pulse surrounding your life. Every moment of struggle, every season of waiting, every tear, was necessary to bring you to this apex. Now, everything aligns. Now, everything flows. Now, everything manifests. Your life, forever elevated. Your legacy, forever fortified. Your destiny, fully aligned with God's perfect plan. Heaven's promise, now realized, the sacred threshold, crossed, the foundation, strengthened, the crown, placed, the wildfire blessing, ignited, generational chains, broken, curses, destroyed. Beloved, receive it fully. Step into the fullness of your divine completion. This is the Esther hour, the sacred moment, the ultimate manifestation of every tear, every prayer, every season, every struggle. The sacred wildfire of heaven's blessing surrounds you, consumes only obstacles, and leaves your life radiant, victorious, unstoppable. Beloved child, this is your sacred hour, your chosen moment, your divine completion. Step fully into it, embrace it, live it, for heaven has declared, it is done. You are elevated, you are honored, you are victorious, forever transformed, forever blessed, forever aligned with the divine.